Right then folks, Greeno here. Where am I today? Well, as you can see, I'm by the sea. I've come down to Lyme Regis. Now, why have I come down to Lyme today? Back in the days when my channel only had a few hundred subscribers, I came down here and I filmed a video of a place I thought was absolutely fabulous. Checked that video very recently. It still only had about 1,700 views, so I thought now that the channel has grown a little bit, it's a good opportunity to come down and showcase this business once again. Now, it's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, spring has finally sprung, so we're going to have a nice little walk along the seafront here. I'm with Litland, she's on camera duties, and then we're going to go and get some food. So, come on folks, I'm excited for this one. Let's go. Okay folks, so this is the place, the Whole Hog, Lyme Bay. This place knocks out fabulous kind of hog roast rolls, chicken and stuffing rolls, and the best doughnuts you're ever going to find anywhere. Great coffee too. So let's get inside, get some food ordered, and we'll come back and give it all a try out. Okay then folks, we've come down and found somewhere to sit. Oh, a little bit breezy, you don't want the napkins to fly away, do we? What did I order in there then? So we have the hog roast bap. Now I haven't put crackling in this one, I'm not a big fan of crackling, but normally you would get it. In there, we've got lovely roast pork, stuffing, apple sauce, roasted onions and gravy. Oh yes. We've also ordered a chicken one. So very, very similar. I don't think they put the roasted onion in the chicken one, or the crackling obviously, but everything else goes in there. I got myself a flat white and 3 spectacular looking doughnuts. Take a closer look at those. We've got a blueberry jam one, a raspberry jam one, and a lotus biscoff one in there. I'm a big fan of a strawberry or raspberry jam donut. They're my favourite. Right, let's plop the coffee on top of there. You can see seagulls hovering. We do not want them to come and eat this food. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll start with the chicken one. We'll save the hog roast one for second. Here we go. I'm going to sort of try and unwrap it, avoiding the circling, flying beast. Right, in here we have got chicken and loads of it. We've got stuffing. We've got gravy. Oh, and look at the size of this thing. It's huge. God, I don't even know how I can pick it up to eat it. Here we go. I tell you what, if a seagull comes to try and pinch this, you'd better be strong, because it's got some weight to it. Right, let's just get into this. Wow. Lovely, soft chicken, lots of flavour. The stuffing is a sage and onion stuffing, obviously complements chicken very, very well. And the gravy in there, it's just like a sloppy sauce. You don't need mayo or anything, stick some gravy in it. It's like a roast dinner in a bap. The roll itself Just a white roll. Very, very big white roll. And it is lovely and soft and fresh. Goodness me, that's good. And it is so full. That is incredible. Right. Let's put that one away for now. Like I say, the birds are hovering. And we're going to move on to the hog roast one. Now, it's going to look very, very similar. It's the same kind of white roll. But inside here, we've got, look at those caramelised onions in there. All that pork, stuffing, gravy again. Oh, I don't know about napkins. I think I might need a shower after eating this. The onions have been so caramelised. They're not just sweet, there's almost a touch of bitterness to it. But that really works. Because you've got that sweet bitter, the pork meat is quite sweet, savoury from the stuffing, from the gravy. And the pork is cooked amazingly well. Just beautiful. Pulls apart. Super soft. Yes. That is a very good sandwich. I saw a shadow of a seagull flying over me then. Right, let's pop that down for a second. Little one's obviously going to come and get involved in some of this now. So we'll finish these up and then we'll move on to the doughnuts. A little bit of flat white first though. God, they make exceptional coffee too. Right then folks, we have made short work of those two rolls. We shared them between us, both equally as good as each other. Really, really stacked. Now, I've got a receipt here on my phone. These rolls were £9 each. Now, all right, some people will say that's a lot for a sandwich, but the quality and the amount of food in those baps was insane. This isn't a Greggs sandwich or something. Really, really top drawer. In terms of the doughnuts, they're £3.40 each. Again, at the top end, price-wise, but we're going to try them and see if they're worth it in a little while. The coffee, £3.35. That's about standard for a flat white, isn't it? So, let's have a look at these doughnuts, shall we? Move the coffee. The coffee will go nicely with them, I'm sure. Now, I've already shown you these once, but we're going to show you again. Look at that, we've got a blueberry jam one, a raspberry jam, and the Biscoff. So, as I mentioned earlier on, raspberry is my favourite. I am a bit of a traditionalist when it comes to doughnuts. I'm not into Krispy Kremes or any of that nonsense. A proper sugar-coated jam donut. Now, a little raspberry on there, one of me 5 a day. Does that balance out what I'm about to do with this donut? Probably not. But you can see here how much jam there is coming out of that donut. Absolutely rammed with it. See? All the way inside. Loads and loads of it. As donuts go, it's quite nice and light and fluffy. The outside, a little bit crisp. Plenty of sugar on there. Blimey, it's a diabetic's nightmare, probably. Did you see that? I was almost dive-bombed then, I think. They're getting wind to the fact I'm eating. I have to hurry up. The quality of this is next level. This is not the kind of donut you're picking up in your supermarket. Handmade, with love, with care. Handmade jam inside it as well. That's cracking. Right. I'll try and eat this. Again, before the seagulls come and get me. And we'll sum it up all at the end. You need eyes in the back of your head here, I tell you. Right then, folks. We've strolled along the seafront a little bit. You can see the cob there just behind me. It's very famous down here in Lyme Regis. You might even have spotted that if you watch the, is it Wonka, the film with Timothée Chalamet in it? I think he was jigging about on there at some point. Anyway, let's talk about the Whole Hog down here in Lyme Regis. What an absolute treat that place is. The two different rolls we had, the chicken with the stuffing and the gravy, and the hog roast one, incredible. That chicken one was so stuffed with chicken meat, mixture of breast, thigh, so there's different flavours, different textures in there. The stuffing, really nice sage and onion flavour, and the gravy just as a sort of sauce, making it all sloppy, delicious. The pork one, again, the pork meat, lovely and tender. You could just pull it apart with your fingers. Really nice sweet pork, apple sauce in there, gravy, the onions, almost bitter kind of taste to them. Oh, what a combination. And again, fully loaded. £9 each, but I think worth every penny. You eat one of those, you're not going to want to eat much for the rest of the day, I tell you. The doughnuts, great. I've got the other two in my bag down there. Little one didn't want to eat one right now. We'll take them home. Mrs. Greeno will fancy one of them, I expect. But I had the raspberry jam one with a little raspberry on the top. Like I said, one of me 5 a day, lovely. But a beautifully made, kind of light, fluffy donut. Oh, the coffee was good too. Flat white, really, really nice. Strong, punchy coffee flavour. So, I've got to come up with a score, haven't I? I mean, is there anything I don't like about it? I think, not really. Not really. The price, yeah, you can say it's a little bit top end, but you've got to think of the location, you've got to think of the time and effort and the quality of the produce that's going into there. So I don't think the price is out of the ordinary. It's got to be a 5 out of 5, I think. I can't think of anything I don't like about it. Yeah, 5 out of 5. Does it get Greeno's green light? Of course it does. You bet your life it does. If you're down here in Lyme Regis, don't forget also, it's just around the corner from the Red Panda that I reviewed not so long ago, just after Christmas. You don't have to come down to the seaside and get disappointing fish and chips like you do in a lot of places. And you go there, you think you've got to get fish and chips because you're in a seaside town, and they're not always the best, are they? There's loads of different options. At Red Panda, really nice kind of Asian food, bao buns and that, but the Whole Hog, for me, that's where it's at. Get yourself down here, try one of their baps out, you'll go home happy. Right then folks, if you've enjoyed this video, down here in Lyme Regis, looking at the Whole Hog, with their lovely hog roast baps and donuts and coffee and all that good stuff, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me, it does help the channel. And if you're new around here and you've enjoyed this video, take a little look around the vault, see what else you like. Maybe you'll fancy subscribing to the channel, ding your bell for notifications, that way YouTube will let you know when I bring out new videos, all that good stuff. Right, like I say, it's a beautiful day by the seaside. Me and Little are going to stroll along the front a little bit. I think she wants to visit the arcade, if we're honest. So we'll probably do that a little bit, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.